Hey there folks, this is DMC Jedi Man Gaming and welcome back to NASCAR Heat 4. We're jumping back on into this today. Hope everyone's been enjoying the series. Don't forget, if you like my content, be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon to stay notified when I upload. Check out my main channel sometime if you like taste tests, trailer reactions, unboxings, and reviews. And feel free to follow DMC Jedi Man's Den on social media. I'm currently on Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Blue Sky. Links, as always, will be in the description below. So let's get this recording started. Starting the recording right now. Okay, recording has been started. Let's get into this. Our next race is at Auto Club. I got a big thing of diecast to show off. I figured for today, during the intermission of each race, I'll show off one of these big pallets of 1/64 scale diecasts. All my petty ones. Okay, this is an Xfinity one. And we're at Auto Club. Okay. So, how about the first few weeks of NASCAR Speed Weeks? We had the duels at Daytona. My boy Bubba Wallace won the first duel, and my 43 car got cheated out of the second one. Like, seriously, NASCAR, don't throw the fucking caution 50 feet from the start-finish line when everyone who'd get in the wreck is already wrecking. That is bullshit. You know, Jones should have won that one. He still came in second, though, according to NASCAR, and he had a pretty good showing during the 500, too. He managed to avoid most of the wrecks. He was part of that massive Ryan Preece crash. Thank God Ryan's okay. But he still battled back to finish 13th, I think, or 11th, somewhere right up towards the front. And thanks to that in the duels, he's 7th in points. All three petty or Legacy Motor Club cars are in the top 10 in points. But yeah, a lot of crashes. Kyle Busch got taken out in the wreck, so that made me happy. Okay, making sure that the audio is only coming from the headphones. A lot of action during Daytona, both the duels and the main event. Actually, a lot of action across all the series, you know. Some good racing during the Busch race, some good action during the truck race. The less said about the ARCA race, the better. I tuned into it because I've never really watched an ARCA event before, and I wanted to support Thad Moffitt. Well, Thad got taken out in the massive lap 5 crash, so that took out my main horse to watch, and between lap 5 and lap 20, I think they wrecked 4 times. After the lap 21, it's like, fuck this is awful. Like, clearly, most of the people there don't know how to drive, and the ones that do get taken out by the other one's mistakes, so... Like, I'm not opposed to trying another ARCA race, you know, but if they're going to wreck that much that quick, I'm not sure that's the series for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I like to see crashes as much as the next guy, but I also like to see skill put on the table more than just crashes and luck. And that was just crashes and luck. Hell, they crashed after the checkered flag! You know, after the checkered flag, someone didn't know the race was over and plowed into another guy. It's like, what the actual fuck? Of course, there were a few mistakes like that throughout the weekend. There was a pit stop in one of the series. I want to say it was during the Xfinity or the truck race. I think the Xfinity, though, where guy blew on the pit road and just took out another one, you know, just blindsided him. But we're moving on to Atlanta for this weekend. In fact, the video I'm recording now, let's see, Thursday, I think should drop on Saturday? So the day before the Cup race. Today's actually going to be a double header because there's a truck race and an Xfinity race.
Alright, that's our run. Factor down.
Third. We'll take a third. We can parlay that into a first. Alright, what are the top stories for today? John Jackson isn't as fast as they thought, Elliott Sadler failed optical scanning, and Jeffrey Earnhardt failed pre-race inspection. Speaking of Earnhardt, great showing for Junior Motorsports, you know, with Justin Allgaier in the 500. They brought it home to a top 10 finish, I think. Oh, we're actually starting second. And we're starting next to Allgaier, coincidentally. I guess the one that failed the inspection, you know, must have been in starting in second originally, because we were supposed to start in third, but I'll take a second place to start. Certainly makes it even easier to win this race. We may not get as much done in this episode just because I kind of expect showing off each palette of cars is going to take between 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I'm not going to show off every individual one, but there are certain ones that I definitely want to showcase over others. Though that's going to be much more prevalent from the beginning of the petty history for diecast up through the early 2000s. After that, it'll be more like, you know, every other year or something. There'll be one that I'll want to show. And yes, I have these, I have them in chronological order. I actually need to get another one of these palettes because I hadn't gotten, like, I had a bunch of newer ones and I hadn't put them in a while. Well, in order to get them in there, I had to take every single Bubba Wallace that wasn't one of my petty ones out, because being a Bubba Wallace fan, I have, you know, a bunch of his 2311 ones and one of his Roush Fenway ones, the Mark Martin Folgers throwback car. So they'll have to go in another spot until I get another one of these palette things. I don't know where to find these. Like, they were something a friend of mine had, and I ended up getting them all from him. But with so many petty cars in my collection, it's difficult to keep up, especially since one of those palettes also has all of my Elliott family cars. But if I have to make more room, I'll probably have to start taking some of the Elliott ones out. Because I don't want to take the Kyle and Adam petty ones out, because they're petties as well. Also, the Kyle and Adam ones won't get shown off in this video. Nor will the Chase Elliott's or the Bubba Wallace's, even though I don't have many and they're already pulled out. Like, those will be for another one. Gotta save some content for the next time. one more lap.
Alright, let's go. White flag.
After this one, I can show off the first of these pallets, which is basically going to be the Lee Petty cars and Richard Petty up through 1993, I think, or 94. Obviously, 93 and 94 aren't Richard himself, since he retired in 92. You know, those will be Wally Dallenbach, John Andretti, and Rick Wilson.
Way to go, driver. That's the win. Nice job.
There we go. It's another win for the season. For the next truck race, I'll have to take a peek and see where we are in points. I can't even remember if we've won a truck race yet or not. Alright, story of the week. Stan Lund gaining clean reputation in the Xfinity Series. Multiple drivers praise Stan Lund's clean driving style. Alright, we got a video message from Reddit.
Dude, I just have to say, your driving is so clean, so exceptional. It's a lot of fun to race with you, and I really appreciate that.
Alright, we'll send him a compliment. And Justin Allgaier. Stan Lund, you deserve that win. No lucky charms needed when you were really fast and super clean. Hashtag amazing win. Alright. So what'll be next? Oh, we're gonna have a hot seat in the Cup Series after this truck race. Let's get our work. This is just a speedway, so... Hold on. Oh. Okay, and while we're doing that, Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to do it this way. Alright. So, before we go into this race, so this here is the first of what I call pallets. As you can see, lots of Petty Blue and Dayglow Red in there. I'll show off some of the cooler cars that are a part of here. Let's see. Okay, can't. Some of these are wedged in a little bit. Okay, so we got a Lee Petty. I believe this is a Plymouth. This is the 1956 Lee Petty car, part of the 5 Decades of Petty set. And we have this Lee Petty Oldsmobile with an opening hood. This was actually part of a Father's Day set that included this, Richard Petty's Superbird, which I'll be showing that one off in a moment, and Kyle Petty's 44 Hot Wheels car. Yeah, I gotta get a better system for these. Up next is Richard Petty's second car, which is a 59 Plymouth. I always liked this one because it reminds me so much of Christine, because Christine was a 58 Plymouth. This is again part of the 5 Decades of Petty set. Gotta love that 5 Decades set because it gave us so many wonderful cars. We got a 60 or 61 Plymouth here. 60 Plymouth is what it says on the bottom. Yeah, another one of the 5 Decades of Petty set. Skip ahead a little bit. We got the drag car, 43 Junior. Again, part of the 5 Decades of Petty set. This is a Plymouth Barracuda. 1965, the year that the Hemi was outlawed. Skip ahead to 1968. This is the final top Plymouth. Again, 5 Decades of Petty. Jump forward a small bit with this one. This is the Richard Petty Victory Lap car from 2003. Also got a 1-800-B Petty, Petty driving experience car here. The New York Yankees Richard Petty car. No, Aaron, you cannot have this. This is a Richard Petty car, so thus it stays in my collection. I know you're a Yankees fan. Doubtful you'll ever see this video, but I'm sure if Adam watches, he'll say, hey, Aaron, Stan's got a Yankees car. You can't have it, though. We also got this neat Garfield and Petty car, Grinnin' and Winnin'. It's a fantasy car, of course. Now back to the actual years. This is the Richard Petty Plymouth Superbird from the Father's Day set. Very nice car, opening hood. Probably one of the best representations of Petty's Superbird in 1/64 scale. Let's see which one to show off next. Not any of those ones, I don't think. This one's kind of neat. This is a Richard Petty Dodge Charger. This was actually a promotional item you were able to get in Whisk detergents back in the late 90s. Also got this beautiful Action Charger. Though not my favorite of the Action Chargers. That honor goes to this one. I've always loved that silver grille. I really need to get the 1/24 scale of this car. Petty's Charger's always been my favorite. There's this cool Charger that was included in a cereal box, General Mills. Let's see. I'll show this one off. This is the 1982 Richard Petty Pontiac. You know, where he had a predominantly red car. I also have the 83 one, which is basically a mirror of that scheme. I've always loved this car because, you know, it's the year I was born, so I had to have the Richard Petty car from the year I was born. Show this one off next. This is the Richard Petty 200th win car. I believe this is the Lionel Racing one that came out just a couple years ago. Obviously, I've got quite a few different 200th win ones there. Also cool one to show off, the 1985 car. It's basically the same scheme as the 84, but you know the stripes are slightly different. And we got the DK Urich loaned car, because Richard crashed his primary in practice. Also show this one off. Hopefully the batteries still work. This is the Roaring Racers Racing Champions. And I would say it does not work. Oh, no, it does. Yep, actually makes the race car sound. How cool is that? And I guess this will be the last one I show off for this one. This is the Matchbox 1991 or 92 Richard Petty Pontiac. But yeah, this one contains all my Lee Petty cars in this scale and all my Richard ones up through 1992. A lot of cars, and like I said, that's one of 4 of these filled to the brim with Petty cars. Now, I'm just going to attempt to get this back where it goes. Oh, of course I would dump those. Okay. Alright. Thanks for bearing with me with that. Alright, so we're going to go to this race, hopefully get it done. Move that just so I don't have to deal with that after. And let's see about putting those books that fell back where they go. There. Yeah. In between this race and the next one, I'll show off the next one of those, which goes all the way up to the year 2000. And I'm always getting more Petty cars too. I've got a new one that's coming by mail right now. That's the 1972 Plymouth, the Petty Blue version. Okay, let's start practice. I just realized I didn't even look to see if we had won a race yet or not. Alright. Hopefully we can actually get the practice goal. Because the more money we can put into this to fully upgrade it, the better.
Car high, careful. Top three, use it if you need it.
Really excited for the Cup Series one. I hope that we take control of the 43. I hope we bring it to victory lane. Hey, we made our practice goal. Nice. Don't think we did that last time.
Time to go.
Alright, see if we can get a top starting spot. You know what I may end up doing, though, is once we get to the end of this season, I might do one more in just the regular Busch and the Cup to build up money before we build our own Busch team. In terms of Cup, obviously, I'm going to stick with Petty. I don't need to own my own team for that. As long as I can keep bringing the 43 car to victory lane, that's good enough for me.
Alright, we're going to see where that puts us on the starting grid.
8th. Well, I've started further back. Who's got the pole? Sauter. Alright, what are the stories for today? Christian Eckes has been dominant, Brandon Finger is happy with us, and Johnny Sauter got the pole. Alright.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green. Ready? Green flag, green flag.
Sorry, Forrester.
Stay low, stay low. Clear high, bud.
Okay, we got that position. We got 4 more laps to get up there.
Still there. Alright, you're clear there.
Not past Chastain, so we're up to 6. Slightly better than where we started. Get down.
Careful, still there. Stay low, stay low. White flag, next time by. Outside.
I don't think we're going to win this, but we might be able to get 4th. Maybe 3rd.
Stay on the bottom. You're all
was fourth.
Last lap. Hit your mark.
Don't think we're going to get third, unfortunately. Could lose fourth here, depending if I'm not careful. No, got fourth. Whew! Okay, that's what I wanted to see. So yeah, we haven't won yet, but we made it to 15th in points. But I think as we get our things upgraded, we should be doing better and better. So that was close. Another couple laps, and I probably could have gotten up to the lead. Alright, Todd Gilliland. Wow, nice top 5, Stan Lund. Wouldn't be surprised to see you on the podium next time. Hashtag trophy life. Christian Eckes. Hey Stan Lund, keep racing like you did with me and we'll get along just fine. Grant Enfinger. As usual, Stan Lund was amazing at Las Vegas. Stan Lund is the best and I'm super excited because we're going fishing together this weekend. Sure are. Ross Chastain. Nice driving out at Las Vegas. Way to go. Okay, so whose car are we driving? Spire. Dang. We could use your help driving the number 40 car at Martinsville this Sunday. Get a top 35 finish and we might consider working with you in the future. Alright. While they're going to the track though, I am going to pull the next one of these out. So this is 1992 up to 2000. There are some pretty good ones to show off in here. First off, this beautiful Rick Wilson 44 Pontiac. This is from the 5 decades at Petty, and this is probably one of the best interpretations of this car that's ever been made. I also have this Jimmy Hensley one, but as you can see, it's seen better days with all the paint flaking off. It's part of the Premier Racing Champions line, and they did not build those to last. I've also got the Wally Dallenbach one there, but I'm not going to pull that out. I will, however, pull the 5 decades of Petty 94 John Andretti Pontiac out. Yes, I know the body style's wrong on it. You know, unfortunately, they used the 95 body style for this. You know, when they would have been far better off using the same body they did for that Rick Wilson, but still love to have this one. It's got John Andretti's little signature under the window. Has the Thanks Harry 33 decal. Let's see, which one do I want to show off next? Guess I'll show this one next. It's a bit of an oddity. It's Bobby Hamilton's 1996 silver anniversary scheme, but it's on the completely wrong body of Pontiac Grand Prix. This is like the 1995 body. I think it was like a test. This was made by Action. They also put out a very well done, correct body car at some point, which I have here. Also got to give a huge shout out to Thad Moffat, who drove a scheme that threw back to this that had my name on it. Show this one off next, if I can get it out here. This is a 1996 or actually probably a 97 Bobby Hamilton STP test car. Back in the late 90s to early 2000s, they used to make these test cars where they'd have your driver's number on them, be the right body car, usually a sponsor, but it'd be like plain gray or petty blue or whatnot. Neat little curiosity. Another cool thing is back in the late 90s, Hot Wheels did a line of cars that came with these pit boxes. I've got a few different ones. I've got this one here, which is from the 1997 Bobby Hamilton. I've also got 3 different John Andretti ones, including this one that came with John Andretti's 98 scheme, but the petty blue is replaced by gold. It's very sharp looking. I might actually do a DeLorean based on that at some point. Another thing Hot Wheels did, if I can find one of them here. There it is. They did these that were raced versions. You know, where you had donuts and paint scrapes and dirt and grit at the front. Really cool. You know, obviously now Lionel does authentic race damage for specific races, but back then that's really all you had. Here's an interesting item, and it's not complete, unfortunately. I don't have the front tires, but this is a Racing Champions Richard Petty 66 GTO. Very cool. Love these fantasy cars. It's not the last time that Petty and a GTO would combine, though. They made this, Hot Wheels made this GTO that they put in cereal boxes that had John Andretti's 2000s Wheaties paint scheme on them. Another neat thing I can show off are these fantasy Richard Petty 1992 cars. They made one for every single racing event. All 36 races. Each one had a Richard Petty car with their race logo on the hood. Part of Richard's farewell tour. And we got this Firefighters special paint scheme for John Andretti. This would have been 1998, even though it's got like a 97-ish paint scheme. Another cool thing they did back in the day, they did these under the lights versions of the cars. This was John Andretti's 99 car. Had an opening hood, you know, glowing brake rotors, and a paint job that would shine under the lights. Show this one off. This is the 2000 John Andretti STP car. This was one of the last times that STP was the primary sponsor. Gotta love the petty blue rims on this. Very sharp looking car. Let's see, I've got this one I'll show off. This is the Petty 50th anniversary car. This was to celebrate Petty's 50th year in NASCAR. It's basically the same scheme as the regular, except, you know, it's all petty blue and the stripe, instead of being white, is in gold. But yeah, that's, I think that's going to do it for the ones I'm going to show off for that one. Let me just try and slide this back in here. There we go. Alright.
You're clear of pit road. Car there on the outside.
Probably his boiler, if I had to guess. Well, got the practice goal. Is that the 43 up there? If it is, I gotta try and catch him. Just to be able to see it, because we may not get to see it during the race.
Alright, he's waving you off in front.
Amarola. I believe that's the Shazam car. Oops. Sorry,
You're
Amarola.
clear there.
Getting closer to seeing what that is. If that's not the 43, I don't think it is, but I'm just going to get a smidge closer to look.
City car just ahead.
That's not the 43. Okay, well, we'll return to garage then. Alright, let's go out and qualify.
Qualify. Make it count here. Alright, we're going to see where that puts us on the starting grid.
10th! Well, we're starting a lot closer to the front. We may actually be able to go out and win this thing. Who else is starting where? Okay, Bubba's starting 19th. Chase is starting ahead of us.
We're live from Martinsville Speedway for the STP 500. Now, Martinsville is known as...
Kyle Busch crashed in qualifying!
This
Yes!
historic track is the shortest
Stenhouse
in NASCAR,
failed
and
and
the
Priest
venue
failed.
is overflowing with fans excited to see our first short track race of the year.
Oh, and we're on the inside to start. That's even better.
Coming to the green, driver. Are you ready? Ready. Green flag. Hold your line. Got one outside. Car there on the outside. All clear.
Sorry. It's Martinsville.
Careful there.
Gonna have some people upset with me by the end of this.
Clear all around there.
Well,
Got a car high now. Got one up top. Alright, you're clear
I
there.
do want to get our 10th spot back. Oh, 20 laps. This is actually going to take a little bit. Sorry, you're not the Bush I would want to wreck. Yeah, Bush is going to be upset with me.
Got one outside now. All clear.
I got to get past them.
You'll keep getting better. Car on the outside now.
Okay.
Car on the outside now.
Got past them. Back up to 8.
Car on the outside now. Wow, that's fast. Clear high, clear high. Got a car high now. Alright, you're clear there.
Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to get any better than
Keep
this.
hitting your mark. You'll keep getting better.
There's Chase coming up. I gotta try and pass him as clean as I can.
Car there on the outside. Clear high, bud. Car there on the outside. All clear. Got a car high now. Got a car coming inside now. You got room. You're clear there.
Now we're coming up on lap in the field.
Got a car high now. You're all clear up top there. Got one outside now. You're clear all around there. Inside. Clear over. Car high. Careful.
Damn it!
All clear. Clear high, clear high.
Hate being in subpar equipment.
Alright, you're clear there. Got one outside now. You got room, you're clear there. Alright, you're clear there. All clear. Still there? Clear all around there.
Well, I put some room between me and Leguano at least. For the moment.
You got room, you're clear. Car there on the inside.
Tiffed.
Careful, still there. Alright, you're clear.
Like, I just want this one to be done. This is not very fun being here in subpar equipment. I'm hanging in there, though. I did better my start position.
Alright, you're clear.
Coming up on Chase. Gotta try and pass him as clean as possible.
Stay low.
Sorry, Chase. Did not mean to rough you up there. Really didn't.
You got room. You're clear. There to go, driver. All right, you're clear there. Outside.
Sorry, Amarola.
You got room. You're clear. You got a car high now. All clear. Last lap. Hit your mark. Stay on the bottom here. You're all
Final
clear
lap.
out there.
You know what? If I can get to him... Which I can. I was going to say, if I can get to Boyer and knock him out of the way, he can say he got stand. Gonna be some frustrated drivers this time. Fuckhead worked his way back to 16th. Bubba finished 19th. If it had been a track where I didn't have to beat and bang as much, might have done a little better. Might. Nice job with that top 35 finish today. We'll keep you in mind for a ride next season. Okay, next Busch Series race. Huh, no one was upset with me. Surprising. Well, while we're waiting to get into here, this is the next one of the pallets. This goes from the year 2000 up to 20, I want to say 2016? There we go. Alright. Show this one off first. It's a neat Richard Petty throwback that John Andretti ran in the year 2000. And this one is John Andretti's Cheerios car from 2000. This was the first car that they ran for Cheerios. At least for John Andretti. Obviously, Cheerios had cars in NASCAR before. Johnny Benson, I think, drove a car for them. And we got the Wheaties car. Fast-looking machine. Probably the only Wheaties car that looks better than this would be Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s Wheaties car. And we got the Butter Bomber. Beautiful paint scheme. They actually had two other paint schemes that were in consideration, but ultimately the Butter Bomber is the one that became a real car. We got this Cheerios one for John Andretti from 2001. This is a General Mills cereal promo. This was also Dodge's for return to NASCAR since, you know, they'd left the sport. Show off these ones next. 2 of these are not real. The third one is, but this is John Andretti's Star Wars Episode 1 car. John Andretti's Star Wars Episode 2 car. And John Andretti's classic Star Wars trilogy car. Now, the Episode 1 and the classic trilogy were made for, they only ever appeared as these die casts. Only the Episode 2 car actually ran on the track. These were part of a mail-in for General Mills. Being such a big Star Wars fan, obviously, I had to have the entire set. I've got most of the set, again, as in the original poly bags, too. Another Pontiac GTO for Richard Petty. This one has the Thank You Firefighters paint scheme on it. This is a 68 GTO, I think, or a 69. Okay, the bottom says it's a 69. It's a Racing Champions one. Another fantasy one, a Richard Petty school bus in John Andretti's 2000 Cheerios, or not Cheerios, in his 2000 STP livery, or at least something similar to it. We got this fantasy Richard Petty Chex Barracuda. The paint scheme itself is John Andretti's. We also have this Honey Nut Cheerios Plymouth GTX Roadrunner. Those were both serial promos, as was this Salute to Petty 74 Pontiac, or not 74, 84 Pontiac. Alright, there's another one of those test cars. This one being John Andretti 2003, I think. See what else. I believe this is a fantasy car, but it's still pretty cool. It's a Trix 43 car. I love the purple there. Got the 2005 Jeff Green Narnia car. I showed the big one off, I think, the last video or the video before that. And then we got the Spider-Man 3 Bobby Labonte car. That was pretty cool that Bobby Labonte got to have Spider-Man on a 43 car. This next one's a fantasy one, but I don't care if it's fantasy. It's one of 5 cars that were designed by the legendary Sam Bass, and it's Reese's. Reese's in the 43. You can't go wrong. The other ones in the set were regular Cheerios, Golden Grams, Fruity Cheerios, and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I got a pair of Reed Sorensen cars, the 2009 Reynolds Wrap car, and the 2009 Super 8 Motels car. Now these are noteworthy because Reed Sorensen got shafted when it came to diecast for Petty. Both the 1/64 scale ones they made, the Super 8 one was a promo for Super 8 Motels, and Reynolds Wrap you had to send in, UPCs for Reynolds Wrap. So those were the only 2 made in 1/64 scale for Reed Sorensen for 2009 that I'm aware of anyway. Obviously, if I'm wrong and there actually are others, please tell me, because I do want to track them down. I've always been kind of sore, though, that they never did the McDonald's scheme for that year. At least not in small scale. And we got a 2010 AJ Allmendinger Best Buy gift card. Now, this car is actually a gift card. Had a code on it. I've, of course, already used it. And we got a 2011 AJ Allmendinger. This is the Valvoline car. It looks very similar to Mark Martin's old one, which is why I like it so. I'll show off one more Allmendinger one. This is his 2011 STP car. Beautiful, beautiful throwback. Yeah, I just realized something. Even though they made it, I don't appear to have Bobby Labonte's STP car from 2006. Weird. Anyway, moving on, we got Arc Almirola's Smithfield Stars and Stripes car. Very sharp looking car. And then Almirola's STP throwback. And I suppose one Almirola STP throwback deserves another, so there we go. I believe this was 2016, and I believe the one I showed before was 2015, maybe? But that's gonna do it for that particular one. Let me get that closed up. Alright. Now we can get into this. Let me have a drink first, though. We only got one more case to show off. At least for this go-round.
Alright, now, dig.
Whoa! See that? They tried to take me out. Once we've met our practice goal, we'll qualify this one and then get it raced. Got our goal, so now qualifying.
Alright, driver, dig. Make it count here. Alright, qualifying's over. Good job.
Fifth. Well, we'll take a fifth. Austin Hill had to change an engine. John Jackson failed inspection, and Brandon Jones failed inspection. So, with Austin Hill and Brandon Jones failing, that might move us up.
Alright, man.
Or not.
Over to the green.
Oh well.
Almost ready now. Green flag. Alright, careful there.
Like, we can still get there, you know, even starting from fifth.
Stay
Already made it to second. And going into this corner, we should end up with third.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. Time to go. You got this.
Well, we're probably going to win this race. Speaking of NASCAR and YouTube, apparently there's a YouTuber that was in the Menards race. Someone called Cletus McFarlane. I've actually never watched any of his content, but apparently he's big into racing, and from what I understand, he's really down to earth too, so I may have to check his channel out at some point. Unfortunately, the race didn't go the way he'd hoped since he got taken out a couple times by a specific driver, but he's going to try again from what I hear at Talladega, so...
White flag. Dig, driver.
Alright, final lap, and I'll show off the last of these pallets of cars. I guess you could call them cases or containers as well. Probably a more apt description since pallet I don't think quite works for what they actually are.
Way to go.
There we go.
That's the win. Nice job.
Another win on the books for Stan Lund and that 43 car. I want to say this is pretty close to... Oh wait, no, we joined the 50 win club. I was about to say 25. I was like, wait, no, I titled the last video joining the 50 win club, so this probably marks like 55 or so, I'd say. All right. All right. Zane Smith sent a message, a video message.
Hey, you raced the right way. Very clean and very respectful. That'll go a long way in this sport. Keep it up.
Oh, I try. All right, Vinnie Miller. I just wanted to let you know that I've noticed your nice, clean driving. Keep it up. Jeremy Clements. Can I tell you something, Stan Lund? 5 wins in a season is like amazing. Justin Allgaier. Now that's what I call a win. Stan Lund's win at Texas was fast, professional, incredibly clean. Awesome. Alright, where next? Another Busch race. This one's going to be at Bristol. Alright, well, while we're waiting for that to load, this is the final palette of the petty cars. Not the final palette I have completely. I guess you could even say it's not technically the final petty car palette, since the other one I have right next to me here is mostly Kyle and Adam Petty, but this is the last one that's got the 43 car in it. So, actually, I think this might have been 2016's Amarola throwback. Beautiful car. See what else. And we got this Amarola STP car from 2017, I think. They don't do these a lot nowadays, but I guess they decided they were going to do it for this year. This is Bubba Wallace's click and close test car from 2018. And then we got, which one of these is the one? This one. This is Bubba Wallace's click and close car from the Daytona 500 in 2018. This is the raced version where he finished second. You know, dinged up the car a bit, but second is a pretty good spot. Show off his worldwide technology car from 2018. Nice looking car. I'd be remiss if I didn't show this one off. This is Bubba Wallace's Plan B sales car, I believe from 2019. I believe it's on the deck lid or the quarter panel. The Facebook group True Blue Petty Fans is on there, which is a group I'm actually a part of. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't show off the Warthog, one of my favorite paint schemes. Just love that look with the teeth at the front. And we got the Adam Petty throwback from 2019. I've actually got the liquid color of this as well, though that one I didn't open. Couple more fantasy cars real quick. We got a Richard Petty 2004 Cheerios paint scheme Charger, and a Richard Petty 2004 Lucky Charms paint scheme Plymouth. And this cool Richard Petty van that Matchbox made. I have to show this one off. This is Eric Jones's 2021 Tide car. Always love this paint scheme. Very colorful, very bright. And we got Eric Jones's STP throwback to John Andretti from 2019. Or not 2019, 2021. What am I saying? 2019 would have been Bubba Wallace. And we got Eric Jones's 2022 Darlington Win car with all the confetti on it. That race was magical to be watching. We got Eric Jones's 2022 throwback scheme. This is the Focus Factor throwback to Richard Petty's first car. And for 2023, I can't not show this, the Eric Jones Guns N' Roses car. Like, the only thing that would have been better for me is if he had been in a Seven Dust or Five Finger Death Punch car. And then this is the newest Petty car, a fantasy car for Richard Petty, for Petty's 75 years in racing. And we got this unusual Rodney Combs Black Flag French Mustard half car. And we got a Rich Bickle Richard Petty Super Truck. I've also got a Jimmy Hensley one. I actually like this scheme a little more because it's got that bit of Petty blue in there. And I've got this John Andretti Window World 43 car. It's an Indy car for when John Andretti raced for Richard in Indy. And then the last two I'll show from this is the Richard Petty Hall of Fame fantasy car. And this one's not technically a Richard Petty car, but I put it here anyway. Jimmy Johnson's Darlington throwback to Richard Petty and Dale Earnhardt. 7-time champ driving a car painted with two other 7-time champs paint schemes on it. But like I said, always adding, more paint schemes to the collection. I gotta get the two Eric Jones ones from last year three Eric Jones ones from last year that they've done recently. Because they did a Advent Health one in NASCAR Authentics. And then for the ones you can buy online, they've got the Corey Heim Eric Jones Dollar Tree STP car. Definitely gotta get that one. And I think the other is the Eric Jones Family Dollar paint scheme.
Stand the mark here. You got room, you're clear then. You're going too fast.
Yeah, well, I'm not trying to enter pit road, so...
Got one up top.
Let me just check something, though, with all that moving around. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that it was still recording the gameplay footage. So I know if you jostle that thing too much, it'll stop. So, with putting those cases back in, I didn't know if something might have gotten jostled. I'd hate to find out, oh, I lost all the footage. Great. We'll probably continue to either the next truck race or the next Cup hot seat. Alright, we're starting from the pole. That'll make winning here a lot easier. But yeah, some other time I'll probably show off the Kyle Petty and other ones. All guys having a good weekend. John Jackson and Austin Cindric both failed inspections.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green. Are you ready here? Green out now, let's go. Car there on the outside.
Sorry, old guy. Starting to see the end of the field. Never a good thing. Like, it wouldn't matter if I could beat and bang and people wouldn't get pissed. But since I do, I don't really want to wreck people if I can help it.
Still there. Alright, you're clear. You got rid of, you're clear there. You got rid of, you're clear there. Clear high, clear high. All clear. You got rid of, you're clear there. Clear all around.
Whew. Sorry, Gase.
Clear high, bud.
Was trying to get down below you.
Clear high, clear high. 5 to go, driver. Got one outside
Sorry.
now. Get all clear up top there.
Sorry, Mills.
Drop your speed, driver.
Not pitting, so screw you. Gonna have one or two people a little cross with me this time, I think. Yikes! Sorry.
Still there. Watch your speed, please. Clear high, clear high. Careful, still there. I need 2 more on the left, bud. Keep it going. Clear low there.
Sorry, Barcarella.
All clear. Clear high, clear high.
I've lapped all the way up to 12th.
White flag in the air.
Yikes! Sorry, Sieg.
Still there. You got room, you're clear there. You got room, you're clear. Great job, driver.
Whew!
Flag's in the air, it's yours.
Got through it. Who's gonna be mad and how much do I have to tell them? Sorry! Oh, got an achievement. No longer Rusty. Won 56 races, so I guess we beat Rusty Wallace's total. No one is better than Stan Lunn. I mean, that's my best friend we're talking about. Thanks, Allgaier. Hey, Stan Lunn, you were absolutely awful last race. If you come to my grilling party this weekend, I'm going to burn your brats. Well, I'm sorry. Ray Black Jr. Hey, Xfinity Series officials. In case you weren't watching, Stan Lunn completely wrecked me last race. Please investigate. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Ryan Seek. Stan Lunn, you need to clean up your driving or else stay home. You completely ran into me last race. Sorry, it's Bristol, baby. It's like on the bigger tracks, I'm able to stay off of you a lot easier, but it's a little harder when everybody's bunched together like that. Okay, I'm just curious when the next race for everything is. So this is Richmond. Toggle series, that's what I'm looking for. Next will be Martinsville. Oh no, that's what we did. So Texas will be next for there. Alright. Unfortunately, it's another short track, so I'm probably going to have some frustrated folks with me this time, too. But it's like, what do I do? Like, if I don't drive very aggressive, then second place is going to catch me and pass me. If I don't drive at all, my sponsors will be happy. And if I'm trying to stay ahead of everything, I'm probably going to run into folks. There's not really a win situation there, aside from winning the race, of course. Alright, let's go out and get some practice done.
All right now, dig.
Hit our practice goal, then after that we'll get our qualifying done, then our race.
Got one outside now. You're all clear on top there. Slow down. Clear eye, bud.
Woo, that was threading the needle. Alright, well, we made our practice goals, so
Awesome.
let's go qualify.
Let's go now.
Chances are after this one it'll either be a truck or a hot seat. Either one will probably end the session after.
Okay, back left here. Alright, we're going to see where that puts us on the starting grid.
Fourth. Not bad. We can get there from fourth. The only thing I don't like is that it puts us on the outside and we want to be on the inside. John Hunter Nemechek light says Jeffrey Earnhardt had an engine change and Tyler Reddick won the pole. So unless Jeffrey Earnhardt was up at the front again, I think we're still starting fourth.
Starter has the
Yeah.
green flag in his hand. Be ready here. Green's out, man. Let's go. Got one. Get inside. Still there? Inside. Still there? Hold your line. Got one inside.
Fucking A! Let me down there, you bastards!
Hold your line.
Like, I know you can't beat me without, unless I'm down here, but... Or when I'm down here.
Slow down.
Yikes, sorry.
Got a car coming inside now. Clear down low.
Okay.
Alright, clear outside. Got one peeking inside. Got room to clear there.
Well, I'm back to where I started.
Alright, you're clear.
Alright, we made it to third.
Car high, careful. Back it down, back it down.
Sorry.
Still there.
Sorry, Allgaier.
5 laps to go.
No, 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 no.
Got a car coming inside now. Still there.
Ah, God damn it! Fuck you, Bill!
Hold your line, got one inside. Car there on the outside.
Gonna be a lot of pissed off people now. Thanks, Bill!
You got room to clear that. Still there inside. Clear all around.
Okay, we're restarting the fucking race. Cause goddamn, fuck that bullshit.
Alright, be smart out there. Going green. Ready?
And this time I'm just gonna fucking get down here. I don't fucking care. Fuck you, Bill. I wasted too much goddamn fucking time at the beginning of the race not, being aggressive and getting down. Now I'm down. I'm gonna pull away from all you fuckers. And you can all kiss my ass. It's like, sure, you're still gonna be pissed at me, but no one else maybe will be. Like, here I am trying to race for another win, and you're getting up there like, oh, hey, I'm gonna get into you here. Like, I don't know how the hell you got that much of a run in that one corner, but I didn't like it. On the plus side, I don't think Allgaier's going to be pissed at me this time. I think Bell's still going to be upset, though, since I still kind of doored him this time. Gregson won't be pissed at me this time, though, since I didn't turn him and finish him off. Oh goody, the back of the field. Just what I wanted. Hopefully I can pick him off easily without giving up my line or too much time. Okay, got my both of them cleanly.
White flag, dig driver. Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
Final lap. Oh,
Center flag.
okay. I thought I had one more lap to go there. Well, that's another win. All right. Another achievement, short and sweet. Won a race at every short track. So what's it gonna be? Will it be a truck race, a hot seat? If it's another Xfinity, then I'm gonna just call it. I don't feel like racing another Xfinity. Okay. Austin Hill. I'm a huge fan of Stan Lund, and so are 99,999 others. Congrats on reaching 100,000 fans. That's amazing. Hashtag all aboard the Stan Lund bandwagon. And then Joey Gase. 4 wins in a row? That's nice and all, but can you hit 5 in a row? Hashtag you can bet on Stan Lund. I might be able to. Depends on the next track. Okay, so it is another Xfinity race. Oh, we have some contract options. Okay, well, like I said, that's going to be where we're going to wrap this one up, because I don't feel like doing another Xfinity race right now. You know, I think we got a lot done, though. Let's get this recording stopped. Wait a minute, wait a minute. We may have a problem here, because that, looked like it was frozen on something, so I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out, but I may have to scrap this episode. That would suck. But I hope everyone did enjoy. I'll figure out the technical stuff in a moment. Until next time, this has been DMC Jedi Man Gaming, and I'm signing off. Peace, everybody.